Okay, no issues. So you haven't done but I had to take a class yesterday. What about yesterday? I would have taken the both classes, like the spoken and the writing both. So you should have done it yesterday as well. What about that?
ma'am. Ma'am, uh, I complete the first one, but not properly, ma'am. মানে I cannot say, ma'am.
Okay.
আমি আমার স্পিকিং এ খুব সমস্যা হচ্ছে, ম্যাম। মানে আমি খুব 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 মানে ভয়ে আছি, ম্যাম।
Um, I know what is happening, Saurabh, that the main reason is uh, you are not for like each and every day, you are not going through like right that the videos or like speaking with, and there was a gap also, right? And you are not joining the classes each and every day. That's another reason, I think.
ইয়েস, ম্যাম।
Mm, that's the reason, because practicing it each and every day, so yesterday and the other day I was actually going through my the some of storybooks, and one of them was a kind of philosophical book as well. And so whenever you go through books or go through any kind of stories or whatever the thing is, whenever you go through them, you actually know new words, know about new words. And have you watched the Harry Potter series? I'm just asking to get the
ইয়েস, ম্যাম।
information. As you have watched it, so you totally know what's the meaning of wizard, and what's the meaning of witches, and the meaning of muggles, mudblood, all of them, right? So
ইয়েস, ম্যাম।
yes, so how could you know them? Because we go through them. And is your class schedules and all are very hectic? I'm sorry, showed up.
ইয়েস, ম্যাম। মানে এই সেমিস্টারটা, ম্যাম, আমার খুব খুব প্রেশার, ম্যাম। মানে সারাদিন ক্লাস, আবার রাতে, ম্যাম, নিশাদ স্যারের ক্লাস, দেন আজকে স্বগত স্যার ক্লাস নিয়েছেন, এখন আবার আপনারটা, ম্যাম।
Um, okay. Okay, so right. Um, that's an issue, but that I understand. But Shurab, I sent the homework the day before yesterday. So like you had time, right? Whatever, Shurab, the main thing is that if you don't have the time, like, do you can do one thing, Shurab, I don't know. Um, like I was before, there was a problem inside me as well, that I kept my phone in my hand for more than 5 or 6 hours a day, which was meaningless. There was no meaning in it. That I've been scrolling my phone down and down, and then I have been waking up till 1 a.m. in the morning, or maybe in the midnight, whatever you would say it. So then, like the things that my time might have been wasted, my sleep, for the whole day I would have felt sleepless, sleepy. And what about you, Shora? Do you maintain what, like, do you, uh, are you conscious about that? No, you don't use mobile phones that much.
Ma'am, I used mobile too much, but very specific way, ma'am. I listen the news or read some post, uh, which is very
Read.
useful to me, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
But not watching like funny videos, or I don't watch this type of things, ma'am.
Okay,
But
so if you are, okay, carry on, Shora. I will continue later.
Yes, but miss, I used phone or laptop and laptop too much, ma'am. Most of the time.
Okay. You use them most of the times. Even though, and also even though you are like reading something or whatever, what is
Yes,
the
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
means, what's the means of language? Is it Bengali or English?
In uh, past, ম্যাম সরি, মানে আগে বেশিরভাগ বাংলাতেই পড়তাম ম্যাম, বাট
In
নাও
the past,
আই
in the past, in the past,
in the past I will read in both
I read,
languages.
I read.
I read both languages, but now I read only English. But sometimes some interesting thing if get uh, so ম্যাম, যদি ম্যাম কোনো বাংলা যদি কোনো কিছু ইম্পর্টেন্ট কোনো কিছু পাই তখন ওটাও পড়ি ম্যাম।
Acha,
বাট
so if anything, if something important comes, of course, why should you like stop reading Bengali? It's your language, you should read it, but start reading in a way, sure of that, by which, like, don't just go through them. Start doing one thing. You can do one thing that, like, if you find some kind of book which you feel very invested into, like very interesting to carry on. And if you like mysterious stories or maybe some kind of thriller stories, you can, do you prefer them, or do you prefer, no, maybe you have said it right, you don't like the rom-com novels on rom-com writings, right? that
yes ma'am,
that
I like
that much I
mystery ma'am.
remember. Yes, so you can, and they don't also give you that much interest by which you need to finish it off totally and fluently. And there, there are some books which actually gives you uh, very much interest in your um, actually whenever you are going through them, so it will give you interest as well as it will give you the whole investment of your mind, and you will totally be eager to know about them. So as you are living in Dhaka, so sort of it's very getting books are very available, like it's really available for you to get one. I think you can carry on reading. Right now I am reading the one, it's called The Silent Patient, and written by Alex Michaelides. So it's a story about, about woman. There is a woman, and uh, she is an artist, and she has her husband, and her husband is a photographer. And what happens that she once actually they have been married for 6 years, not 6 7 years. So after getting married, like one night at like late at night, she just killed her husband, and we don't know the reasons. And what are the reasons? That's why we will be going through the book. So you will feel the interest, like you will feel totally invested into the book. If you want, you can carry on this, you can start with this book, because I don't know, but you will not feel that the languages are very much yeah, like complex and all of those. You don't have to Google each and every word for understanding the lines. And there are like the simple stories. You don't have to like go through the line between lines. You don't have to understand what is not written here. It is very simple to understand. And the story is very interesting. So you can carry on actually reading it. If you have, you can buy one book and just carry on reading. Once you get that interest and start reading, then you will find so many more words, and you will be able to actually speak more fluently, and like far more better, and even writing the way you write, it will also get better in different ways, in very different types, show up. So you can carry on, and if you want I can send the photo in the group, if like, if should I send it?
Yes ma'am, it would be very 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 pleasant to me ma'am.
Yes, so I am sending the photo. Wait a moment. Right. I will be sending it. Give me a moment. Right. So I have sent the photo. Go and check on it. That what do you, and after, of course, let me know about your opinion. And it's such an interesting book that even though I have so much work and all of those things, it, I almost have finished the books within 2 days. Right. So you can like imagine how much interesting the book is, because you will feel like you will, if you are like, and this it's like the Friday is coming also, so you can buy the book tomorrow, and for the next day you will be able to go through the book for the whole day, and it will be an amazing experience as well for you to go through them. Right, go through the book. Yes. So now, Saurabh, I would like to ask you that, as you have said that you have been feeling difficulties while speaking English, what are the things that you have been trying to feel like you are getting that, no, these are the things that are not working for me while speaking? What is the grammatical mistakes, or what are the grammatical things, maybe, or vocabularies, or what is the main issue that you have been facing while actually trying to speak in English?
Oh, ma'am, I have some problem with my grammar, but the major problem is, ma'am, in my mind, I think I made silly mistake and people laughs, and so, ma'am, I stopped, ma'am.
Why would you think that? Isn't this a class? Isn't it the place for you to learn things? Why would
Ma'am,
people laugh at you?
I don't know, ma'am, but it will happen in my mind over and over again, ma'am.
It
And that,
happens in your mind always, right?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But I don't know. You should. That much I know that you also watch English movies, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But you just watch the movies just for the story, not for like, okay, let me listen to the language. Okay, what is the thing that he has used here? What is the word that has been used in this sentence? Okay, so this is the way. What is the way that he has been used at? Maybe you like to watch cricket, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so as you like to watch cricket, I think you can actually listen to the commentary as well, whenever the commentaries are going on in English, and you can go through them, and you will be able to understand how much they are able to make a sentence like a proper sentence in such a great way, that they throw the sentences in such a great way, in such a beautiful way. And maybe today it's the India versus Afghanistan's, it's like their match is going on. Maybe that's the reason why the people didn't join the class, I think. Yes, so you
No,
can.
ma'am. No, ma'am. In our classes, the people have. I'm sure about that. They're not interested about India or Afghanistan match, ma'am. I'm sure about it, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
In our
Oh,
country, most of the people feel very happy when India loses.
lost. Okay, okay, okay. Got it, got it. It's, yes, there is some kind of yes, bitterness within the relationship between Bangladesh and India. Okay, that's okay. Right. So I don't know. Right. So then you can go through actually those kind of cricket commentaries. And in football you don't actually get to understand what is going on, what are they saying, like it is very difficult to understand. But in terms of speaking, the way they speak, the way they give their commentary is very nice. If you can actually whenever you are watching anything in the maybe the commentaries or hearing the commentaries, you can go through them with the commentators who are speaking in English, will feel better that okay, so this is the word they have been using. Like each and every moment you have to be cautious. Yes, I want to learn. The moment you feel, you will feel right that I want to learn, from that moment no one, there is no one who will be able to make fun of you, or no one to stop you, because you have started your journey and there is only one person, and that is you, who is hindering yourself from learning things. So you have to be the first person, and you have to be the most enthusiastic person to go through the books, to go through the newspapers. And like the articles, if you look at the newspapers, the articles, the reporters write down, not like normal reporters, and not like any general reporters, but whenever like a story is spoken about, or maybe a person, whenever a legendary person's life, like their lifestyles, or maybe their interviews have been they actually show inside the newspapers, you will find the magical way they use their languages, and using those phrasal verbs, using those like group verbs, and some kinds of idioms, and all of those things all together, you actually get a very beautiful I mean, how should I put it, a very beautiful description, a beautiful dimension actually. And you will be able to learn the language in a better way. So that is the thing that Saurabh, you should do, that not to be afraid. And I don't think, Saurabh, that you have actually started that procedure. That no, I have to learn. I have to learn. I am reading this because I have to learn. I am watching this because I have to learn. I am reading this because I have to learn. So as the moment you will input this thing, inject this thing, penetrate this thing in your head, like the things I am now using. You saw it that I have used penetrate, insert, inject, these three words. All of these words mean the same thing. So until and unless you do all of those, what will happen? There will be no process. There will be no thing that you will be understanding a new. You will be understanding any new thing, or maybe you will be able to get any new knowledge, or even like get into the language, whenever, even though it's our second language, English, the international language, whatever it is, you would say. So try to always learn the new words even when I'm speaking. If you don't understand, okay ma'am, what's the word that you have used here, what's the meaning of it, ask me that, ma'am, what is the this word, what does this mean, what does, like you can keep raise your hand and you can ask me, ma'am, what is the meaning of this word, what is the meaning of that word, what is that, what are those phrases, what are those phrasal verbs, what are those group verbs. So by which you can make it, like you can be a learner in such a way from your core, by which you can be able to get into that position. So that's the reason I think. Saurabh and Nozrul is here in the class also. I don't know, Nozrul, if you can understand me or not, but try to listen. So you have to go through them so that you can actually mm, gain that power, by which you don't have that kind of fear, that okay, what will I do if I go in front of a lot of people, and what will I feel, how will I be able to speak in front of them. These are the nervousness that you feel, that I totally understand, that I totally get. These are the experiences that we had to go through whenever we started speaking in front of our professors. What will they say, what would they think of us? Okay, are like they would think that we don't know anything, we haven't come here without knowing anything. But that's the reason we went to universities, we go to universities, we join the classes. That's the reason. right, Saurabh? So
Yes,
if yes, yes, are you saying anything?
no, 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 ma'am, no, carry on, ma'am.
Right. So this is the thing that you can do, and you can actually take a challenge, right? Okay, so this is the book. I have started reading this book. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me finish this book, and let me complete this book. And after completing this one, like let me take this much time. Let me take 1 week, and within 1 week I will complete this book. I will reading. I will totally complete reading this book, and take that kind of courage in yourself. Bring in your within yourself. And if you don't understand like one words or two words, you can just write it down. Okay, this is the word. What is the meaning of this? Okay, okay, this is the meaning of this word. Let me do one thing. Then, as I have read this much, so also like this book, there's the silent patient. It has 300 339 pages, and I have completed 227 pages, right? So you can actually, if you are taking 7 days time, that okay, I will have to I will take 7 days of time, and then I will divide the pages into days, and I will have to read until then. And until and unless I read till that page, I will not go anywhere. I will not search my phone. I will not look at my phone or whatever I'm doing. I will have to read this. So like this, go through them, and if you find any new word, what will happen? That okay, this is the new word. I'm learning it. Okay, so what I have to do? Use that one word for more than 15 times in a day, like in your head. Think of, okay, what could I say about this word? Okay, this could be another sentence that I could make about this word. Okay, this is another sentence that I can also use this sentence as. So this word as. So that's how you that word, that unknown word, that strange word will be added into your vocabulary, and will feel so much more that okay, so this is my word. And you will find at least, and if you start reading for each and every book, you will be able to learn at least or minimum 30 to 40 words. And suppose that if you are learning 30 to 40 words per week, so how much your depth of learning will be like prosperous. It will be in such a place, you will be able to understand that. Get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm I'm so grateful, ma'am. Your for your advice, ma'am. I will try to um, follow, ma'am, and keep it in my mind, ma'am.
All right, Piers. Thank you so much. Hey, dude, what am I saying? I always mix up with right. Sure up. All right. So now uh, I would like to ask you questions. Mm, yes. I would like to ask you one question, and then I will end the class because as there is not much, and people also have let me known in personal message, through personal message, that they won't be able to join the class today. All right, right. So, um, Shorab, I would like to ask you the question. Um, acha. So the question I want to ask you, Shorab, that um, as we have discussed about our childhood in our many previous discussions and all, I don't remember, sort of, did I ask you this question that that about your, I remember asking those questions to Mamun Nadim. I don't know if you are in the class, but I asked them that what is the favorite place, or what is your favorite place of your house? Did I ask you this question ever? Sure, I don't remember.
Yeah, no, ma'am. You don't. You did
I
not.
didn't ask you. Okay, I didn't ask this to you. Okay, sure up. So the thing is that you can actually tell us and describe us or illustrate the things to us. তাহলে কি কি হলো? Illustrate, describe, or say. All of these things you can use instead of just saying say. You can illustrate those things that you, the place that you like most in your house, or for what you feel your home as a place like home, like which is what is the reason for which you feel that okay, this is my home and I feel homely when I'm home. Yes.
Uh, yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Uh, my favorite place is my own room, ma'am. Because I most of the time I stay alone with my books and my favorite things, and so I make up my room in my own own paradise, ma'am. Because
Mhm.
I love this place. And ma'am, I have a very bad habit that when I change the bed, I cannot sleep well, ma'am. Uh, and
Okay. Okay.
and and that's all, ma'am. Cause ma'am, most of the time, ma'am, I spend alone. I stay alone, ma'am. So uh,
Okay, so that means you don't have any siblings.
no, ma'am, I have two siblings, ma'am, but there are uh, elder, one elder brother and sister, and and there are many years between, ma'am.
Okay, okay, now I understand. So, oh, whom are you like most fond of, your brother or your sister? Whom you like more?
Ma'am, to be honest, ma'am, I like my sister, ma'am, because he raised me, ma'am. She
She,
raised me in the very childhood, ma'am,
from
and
my childhood.
from my
Yes.
childhood, and he teaches me ABC and the ফার্স্ট ফার্স্ট থিং ম্যাম, মানে জীবনে প্রথম যে শিক্ষা আমার সব আমার বোনের কাছ থেকে পাওয়া ম্যাম। ইভেন আই স্পেন্ড মোর টাইম উইথ মাই সিস্টার দেন মাই মাদার ম্যাম, অ্যাজ ওয়েল
Okay.
অ্যাজ স্লিপিং উইথ মাই সিস্টার ম্যাম।
Okay. That's very interesting. Okay. Uh, that is very nice. Okay. Right. All right. Um, so yes, so that's one question. And um, as you have said, as I'm asking you once again, have you gone through any English book till now, English books till now? Maybe any kind of essays, or maybe not your English textbooks. That's not what I'm talking about. Asking you about any kind of novels or fictional books. Have you ever gone through any English books?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The past 3 days ago, I read a book, Meet Me in Istanbul, ma'am. This book recommend our respectable Nishad sir. So I read it.
Recommended
Yes,
by your.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Recommended.
Okay. Right. So, how was the book? Was it like nice? Was it good?
Yes, ma'am. It is a very interesting book, ma'am. It is a thriller book, ma'am. And ma'am, and it is very, ma'am, suspenseful, ma'am. মানে
A
কি বলবো?
suspect. Okay, okay. The book was full of suspicions.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, and now I am reading uh, the last the ma'am, মানে আসলে বলতে চাচ্ছিলাম যে আমি কালকে থেকে পড়া শুরু করেছি।
Which one?
আহ,
This
এটা
one. This book.
no, ma'am, this book is American Response to Bangladesh Liberation War, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. All right. Is it also like suggested by Nishad? Nishad.
No, 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 ma'am. It is my elder brother's book. I just took it from his self and just started to reading, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So, what about that book? Are you finding it interesting? Is it interesting to read?
Yes, ma'am. As I said, ma'am, I love history and religious things, and this book is about our own history, our liberation history, and so, ma'am, I like it, ma'am.
Okay. All right. All
Many
right.
thanks, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Sure. That's very nice. Mm, all right. Then, okay. So, I think Nozrul has left the class. Um, I think Saurabh for tomorrow go through the homework right now because I'm leaving the class now and do your homework. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
in the
Thank you,
next.
ma'am.
Okay, all right. Let us meet in the next class. Okay, then good night. Good
Okay.
night. Yes, good night. Allah Hafiz. Take care.